Hey everybody, so starting at the top here. Trump is the only U.S. president to have been impeached twice. That's something I forgot about. Wow, I need to look into that too. All right, I'm starting to pick up a little bit of a bias towards him too. Just thought I'd share that. In 2019, for abuse of power and obstruction of Congress after he pressured Ukraine to investigate Joe Biden, and in 2021 for incitement of insurrection. The Senate acquitted him in both cases. Trump lost the 2020 presidential election to Biden, but refused to concede. He falsely claimed widespread electoral fraud, and attempted to overturn the results. On January 6, 2021, he urged his supporters to march to the U.S. Capitol, which many of them attacked. Yeah, we've all heard about this. I don't know too much about it, but anyway, moving on here. I should look more into it. All right. Scholars and historians rank Trump as one of the worst presidents in American history. Wow. Okay. All right. Since leaving office, Trump has continued to dominate the Republican Party and is their nominee. Dominate. Like, that doesn't need. Why not just say lead? Like, dominate. Anyway, and is their nominee again in 2024 presidential election. In May 2024, a jury in New York found Trump guilty of 34 felony counts of falsifying business records related to hush money payment to Stormy Daniels, which I believe was a porn star that she had some type of interaction with. I don't know too much about it, but I remember hearing about it. In an attempt to influence the 2016 election, making him the first former U.S. president to be convicted of a crime. He has been indicted in 3 other jurisdictions on 54 other felony counts related to his mishandling of classified documents and for efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election. In civil proceedings, Trump was found liable for sexual abuse and defamation in 2023, defamation in 2024, and financial fraud in 2024. Wow, well, the sexual abuse and defamation, I need to look more into that. That's pretty serious, dude. All right, moving on here. Personal life, early life. Trump was born, again, I'm picking up on a bit of a bias, but it's still stuff that needs to look into. And anytime, like, 54 counts, like, that's a lot. If it was just 1 or 2 or 3, I can see how people could just throw that on your shoulders and, have nothing to do with it. But when it's 54... like, that's just, to me, that's a large number. That means that, to me, I feel like he has to have some type of fuckery going on in order to have that much of ability for the enemy or the opponent to fucking throw at him. But anyway, moving on here. All right, personal life. Early life. Trump was born on June 14th, 1946 at the Jamaica Hospital in Queens, New York City, the 4th child of Fred Trump and Mary Ann McLeod Trump. He grew up with older siblings, Marianne, Fred Jr., and Elizabeth, and younger brother Robert in the Jamaica Estates neighborhood of Queens, and attended the private Q Forest School. That's a cool name, from kindergarten through 7th grade. At age 13, he entered the New York Military Academy, a private boarding school. In 1964, he enrolled at Fordham University. 2 years later, he transferred to the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, graduating in May 1968 with a Bachelor of Science in Economics. 2015, Trump's lawyer threatened Trump's colleges, his high school, and the college board with legal action if they released his academic records? That's fucked up, dude. Ugh, all right, so that's not cool, man. Like, yeah, I mean, like, the only reason why they would do that if, like, they're, he's trying to hide, like, how bad he did, to be honest with you, but threatening people, like, that's just wrong, dude. Paying people off, like, this is a lack of transparency is an issue, dude. It's not being truthful. I don't know how you could be a Christian and threaten people to, to keep them from sharing your academic records. Like, that's not being truthful or forthcoming at all, which is not in line with being a Christian. I'm just keeping it real, bro. We all got to do this for each other. This is how we all grow. While in college, Trump, and I want him to grow as well as he can. And if he is going to be a leader, I want him to be the best leader that he can. But I'm not going to sugarcoat shit, and I'm not going to fucking hold back from what this whole world and the American people and country need to survive and be successful. Because y'all, the type of foe that we're up against, like, you guys are not even, like, really... it's like you guys have barely mentioned it. You're hitting the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more that needs to be appreciated to properly prepare yourself for the upcoming and current battle. But all right, moving on here. I'm gonna make another video. All right, love you guys. I'll take care. Bye.